My art history professor asked why I missed the midterm. I showed her the painting I bought for $5 at Goodwill that she'd been lecturing about for weeks, minus the one she called tragically lost to time. I've always been the broke art student who thrift shops out of necessity, not trend. Vince tees for $3 somewhat functional, blenders for $7, and sometimes frames for my artwork when I can't afford new ones. That Saturday, I was scanning the art section at Goodwill for frames when I spotted it minus the small dirty canvas shoved between two mass-produced beach scenes. The painting showed a young woman reading by candlelight, her face illuminated with an otherworldly glow. Something about the brushwork felt hauntingly familiar. $5 later, it was mine. I cleaned it carefully with cotton swabs, revealing delicate details that had been obscured by decades of dust. The more dirt I removed, the more my hands trembled. This painting was the spitting image of Cassandra Hughes' Night Reader minus the masterpiece Professor Bennett had devoted 3 full lectures to in our Women Artists of the 1920s course. The painting that, according to her, vanished after Hughes' death, likely destroyed by her disapproving family. I emailed Professor Bennett immediately but received no response. Tuesday was our midterm, which I skipped to take the painting to an art authenticator. I'd rather fail one exam than ignore what could be an incredible discovery. Friday morning, Professor Bennett called me into her office, face stern. Missing the midterm is an automatic letter grade reduction. What possible excuse could justify? I carefully unwrapped the painting from its acid-free covering and placed it on her desk. Her lecture stopped mid-sentence. She reached for her glasses with shaking hands. "Where did you?" she whispered, fingers hovering above the canvas without touching it, as if it might dissolve into smoke. "Goodwill, $5, I replied, between a painting of palm trees and one of dogs playing poker. She looked up at me, tears forming. "Do you understand what you found?" "I think so. The authenticator believes it's genuine, based on the materials and technique. He's running additional tests." Professor Bennett spent the next hour examining every brushstroke, photographing details, and making calls. By afternoon, 3 gallery curators and the museum director had gathered in her office. 2 weeks later, the painting was confirmed as authentic minus Cassandra Hughes' lost masterpiece, valued at approximately $400,000. The museum offered to purchase it for their permanent collection. I could have sold it privately for more, but something about that felt wrong. This painting deserved to be seen, not hidden in some billionaire's vault. The museum created a fellowship with part of the proceeds, minus the Cassandra Hughes Scholarship for Women in the Arts. Yesterday, they hung Night Reader in the main gallery. The small plaque beside it reads, "Rediscovered by Emma Taylor, art history major, at a local thrift store." A reminder that masterpieces may be hiding in plain sight. Professor Bennett gave me an A for the course, but honestly, watching her face when she first saw the painting was worth more than any grade. Sometimes the best education happens when you skip class for the right reasons.